What up, my bitch? What up, my bitches and bros and non-binary hoes? This is what if Naruto was you know, black, part 3. So Umino 3. So this means, like I said last part, it is the Zabuza arc. So let's get into it. So, in did I? Mm, no, I just told you where the bell thinks. All right. So what happened? Where we ended off? The bell thing ended, and Naruto got they Team 7 got the bells. Okay. So right now, what's going on is Naruto. He's chilling out. But when he goes to sleep, the nightmares happen again. He sees his mom and dad die. Sorry, not mom and dad. He sees the villagers killing him again, which gives his self hatred, but he contains it. So this continues. This continues. So we time skip to the next day where he's in the Hokage's office, but it's not him that is asking for a higher rank mission. It is Sakura. You see, when Naruto said that you have the potential to be like a stronger ninja, she and Sasuke agreed with her. She took that to heart. So she wants to get stronger. So yeah. So she is like a Sasuke, thing writer, but she dick writer, but she is getting better. She's not like where she used to be. So yeah, she's getting better. So yeah. So right now, so yeah, so she asked for a mission, and he comes in and says, blah 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 blah. So so he says, fine, you can have this C rank mission. Wait, sorry, I don't remember the rank of the mission. So he says, fine, you can have this escort mission. It's this rank. So they get the escort rank mission. Okay, yeah, they get the escort rank mission. No, they get the escort mission with Tazuna. Okay. So Tazuna comes in, all drunk, drinking his beer, going. "Urgh." Everybody's turned around, so he points. Everybody turns around. He doesn't look at Naruto yet, so he points at Sakura, and what's this little pissy gonna do? And he looks at Sasuke. Oh, looking at Chi. Oh, fuck. Oh, he's gonna do something. He doesn't say anything until. And then he looks at Naruto and he says, "Wow, the only black guy in the village." And then he realizes what he just said, and he says, "Oh." And Naruto's like, "Hey, bro, hey, that ain't cool. That's racist." And he's like, "Whatever. I expect you to protect me with your life." And Naruto's like, "I've never been tempted to hit somebody this much in my life." Like how Naruto was about to go hit Tazuna. It's He's about to do it again. Naruto might have like more composure this time, but he's like, "Nah, you pulled the race. You called me. You pulled out the race shiz this time. Nah, we going. Come on, pull out the hands. Come on, let's go." So after Kakashi calms him down, they go out on their mission. So once this happens, they leave, and they're walking, and Naruto notices the puddle like a decent bit after Kakashi does, because it's pretty obvious, like a puddle on a sunny day, and it hasn't rained in a bit. So he notices this, and yeah, he stops them. So when they jump out of the water to attack them, he uses like a kunai, and throws his golden kunai, and throws it around them. Throws a rope that throws puts a seal in it, like the ceiling one, like the stunning one, to stun them. So yeah, it stuns them for a second, long enough for Kakashi and Sasuke to tie them up. So they do get the information about Zabuza. So they do know that Zabuza Momochi is there. So but Naruto also does say that you know, okay, bro. Let me tell you another tactic. You should have just hidden those trees at that point. A or you should just did water style water bullet jutsu because that would have been more effective to make it look like it rained than just doing one little measly puddle. Like it hasn't rained in the village in like how many weeks? Come on. And like they're like, yeah, we know. So after Naruto just destroyed them by roasting the hell out of them, they walk by and all of a sudden a sword comes um blocking over, but Naruto's thinking, oh, I'm so cool, and he tries to block it with his golden kunai, and Zabuza's sword just cuts straight through his like slice clean through his kunai and um goes into the tree, like goes a diagonal to the tree and cuts a bit of his hair off, and it just barely misses his head, and Naruto's like shitting himself, and he's like, like that scared face, he's like, oh my god, like being all scared shitless. He's like, what the fuck? So he's scared, and when he's scared, he's he's scared. So what this end up happening? Yeah, he's scared. So yeah, sorry, I keep on saying yeah, he's scared. So yeah, he's like, oh god. So he's shitting himself. Zabuza's like, did you really try to block my sword with your kunai? And he's like, yeah. And Kakashi's like, you know who that was, right? You knew that was Zabuza, right? And Naruto's like, yeah, I did. And he's like, then why would you do that? And Naruto's like, I don't know. As Naruto says, hey, other guy, we know you're here. The two brothers snitched on you. So Haku comes out. Haku is like, sorry, Haku doesn't come out. Haku doesn't say anything, but then Naruto says, Haku, your name's Haku. You work with Zabuza, Mochi. You two are here to assassinate the bridge builder. So then Haku comes out and says, damn it, those two really did snitch on us. So I guess you guys did really get him. So that when that happens, they're about to fight. But then Zabuza does the hit and miss jutsu. But all of a sudden, what's this? Naruto goes and throws a kunai right next to right next to freaking what's it called? Uh right next to sorry, my brain's not working. Throws a kunai right next to the head of Zabuza. He teleports there using flying Raijin. But, since they're on a tree branch, Naruto, since his flying Raijin thing is, like, not really good, he falls off the tree branch and hits his head. Almost falling unconscious. As Kakashi says, dang it, Naruto! I told you not to use it until you perfected it in battle! And he's like, I'm sorry, Kakashi. As, Kakashi runs over to grab Naruto, but, Zabuza takes Naruto as a prisoner, and he says, well, this is easy. Now, give Tazuna to us for your teammate. Your teammate. Now they have to choose Naruto or freaking Naruto. But you might be thinking, why the hell would Naruto be doing this if he's like so smart, like how I said he was? Because like he has like that ceiling, but he does have that ceiling and poison tag, right? Bop bang! He hits him with both of those. He hits a poison tag that now the poison's in his body. So the more chakra he uses, the more it poisons him. This is not like permanent, but the more it poisons him, and he uses a paralyzing tag to get away. So he's bolting out of there, And Haku's like, get on, come here, little boy. But he uses a shadow clone and has the paralyzing tag on him too. He had a shadow clone use a paralyzing tag on him too. So he's running, he's bolting, so he's back with his team. So now Zabuza has a poisoning tag on him, and he tells him like what it does. So he says, make a, if I were you, I would make a tactical retreat. Like, cause the poison is removable, but if you fight us, you will have to use chakra, no matter what. So he's like, Zabu's like, fine. He goes to take a tactical retreat. Haku goes with him. So they leave and they go to Tazuna's house. Naruto secretly marks the marks what's it called house, Tazuna's house with the flying Raijin seal. So yeah, then we do the since Naruto has been training with Kakashi. He already knows the like flying. Sorry, not flying. He already knows the what's it called? He already knows the sorry, hold on. Sorry guys, my brain's not working. He already knows the like how to climb on walls. Like climb on walls. So he doesn't need to do this. So that's only between Sakura and Naruto and Sasuke. So hold on, let me show you what he does in between that time. So let me show you like the things that he learns. Okay, so what he has is, if you guys don't know, because I haven't brought it up in a while, is he has been training in secret. Is he has the Uzumaki chains. He has almost perfected these the Uzumaki chains. So he has like the Uzumaki healing chains and the Uzumaki chakra chains. Like he has both of them. So yeah, he's gotten good with them. So that's what he's been doing instead of working on um uh like wall climbing. Instead of doing that, he's been working on like his chains because yeah. So yeah, he's also increased his leg weights. Well, with this training, to be 85 pounds. So he's increased the weight from 75 to from on each leg to 85. So yeah, his leg weight has gotten a little bit more, but it's not that much more. So he's gonna be struggling to move more, but all right. So we are going to cut to a scene where Naruto is hanging out with the villagers, talking to him, and he's surprised. You know, the villager, he thought like all villagers, like even the one he didn't think like villagers could be nice. He thought like it was not natural for people to be mean. But apparently, like for like people to just like he thought it like for people who just met you, it was natural for them to be mean to you. But like these people who just met Naruto weren't being mean to him, so he like enjoyed it. So we cut to a scene where so we see Naruto. Sorry, we see a kid being bullied by these kids of maybe 4 or 5 of them, bullying this little. He's littler. He's scrawny. He has a ripped up shirt. You know, he's gone. He says, "Stop! I only took the food because I needed it. My mom needs it. Okay, I'm hungry. Okay, I'm only taking the food because my mom needs it. Okay, she's really sick. She needs the food to survive." As the older kids who look like they have a decent bit of money, who are like wearing well off clothes, who look like the average rich kid, snobby rich kid, you know, he goes, I don't care. I don't care. And are just kicking on him and beating on him. As Naruto goes, hey, stop that. As the rich kids go, what are you gonna do about it? As Naruto says, oh, do you really want to know? As the kid's like, yes, What are you gonna do? My dad said has as Naruto runs over and punches them in the face with their shadow clones as he punches him in the jaw to the point where they knock out. As he says, "Are you okay, little kid?" As he's like scared because this random dude just ran over and popped all these dudes in the jaw and knocked them out in one punch. But he's like, yeah, shaking his head, and he pulls out one of the golden kunai from like a couple golden kunai from his pocket and says, "Here, um, I think you could sell these for a decent bit. I mean, these are pure gold, so yeah, here." As he looks at him and says, "Really, mister? Thank you." As he gives Naruto a big hug and says, "I'll never forget this," and goes runs off and as Sakura pulls up and says, "Naruto, did you really just give that kid like three?" I don't know. As she's sitting there thinking about doing the math here, like like 4,000 Rio worth of 3,000 Rio worth of money, like 3,000 Rio worth of three kunais, and Naruto's jaw drops and is like Naruto's like, "What? What do you mean?" And she's like, "Hold on, let me put this into perspective for you. That's 150 bowls of Ichiraku ramen." And Naruto's jaw drops. "I'm rich!" As he starts to slobber, as Sakura sighs and says, "And you're smart, but you're so dumb too. Like, I don't understand. How are you this smart, but you're so dumb too?" You know. So they go back to the hideout. Not wait, no, it's not hideout. Tazuna's house. You know. So when they go back, they hang out and they decide to play games. They play shogi. Actually surprising everybody, Naruto beats them. He even beats Kakashi. So he beats everyone. So Naruto wins, and he says like, "Yeah, I've actually been practicing with Shikamaru." He said, and everybody's confused about this and says, "Well, he's. I've asked him if like people could learn that shadow techniques of his," and everybody's like, "Well, no, because like it's a clan technique." And he's like, "Yeah, that's what I thought too. But here's the thing. No, you can't. No, it's like everybody can learn it. Like, you see, it's just really, really hard." So yeah, I've been trying to learn it, and I can't get it down at all. But I might be able to learn it soon. So yeah, I'm trying to learn it. So yeah, maybe I can get it down. So yeah, hopefully. But if I do, you, as he says with this devilish grin on his face, "You guys will stand no chance against me." As everybody starts to laugh. "Yeah, right, Naruto." As Sasuke says, "He's getting too strong." This whole time, Sasuke's not been liking this because has been progressing way faster than in canon. So like, yeah, he's not liking this. So Naruto, when the time comes, sorry, when the time does come, I'm sorry, I can't speak. When the time comes, they do leave, and Zabuza and Haku do meet them on the bridge. But, kind of unfortunate for them, they do. Naruto ran out of, only has one paralyzing thing, and one poison heal, too. So what he decides is the best idea is to use them both on Zabuza, since he's obviously the biggest of the threat. So he puts them on Zabuza. And yeah, they fight. The fight with Zabuza and them go normal. And like then the fight where they go into like the barrier, like the thing, like they go into the like cage where they go leading into the cage. That happens. We see one key difference happens when that happens. You see, when Sasuke is about to take that bullet. Hold on, I gotta pause it because there's a lot of background noise. Okay, so what happens is instead. So this is what happens. So when Nar when Sasuke goes to go take the thing, it hits him. Naruto looks over and sees Sasuke's body and goes, "Sasuke, no." And in his head he sees all these images that Kurama decides perfect timing to put. He gives him the flashbacks of all the times Kurama gave him the nightmares of him killing people, of him, like all the times he's died in his dreams, all the times of people killing him, all this. But then the one time someone has saved him, they die, and he goes into rage. And what's this? Instead of going into tail, he goes into two tail. Hold on, let me show you what happened. He looks like. Okay, so as you look over and see this. This is not exactly what you see, okay? You also see there's another this is what you see, okay? You see she sees this, okay? But instead of like this, but she sees like imagine the chains where the chakra like the nine but like the Uzumaki ceiling chains, the chakra chains, okay? As Naruto says, consciously, what's going on? Why am I here? In a confused state, he looks to see Haku. Haku's scared shitless because she just sees. He. No, she just. Fuck, I just burped. She just sees this fucking scariest thing out of this. Oh, yeah, P.S. Naruto does not change skin color, okay? He is black still, okay? But yeah, no. I just couldn't find a black one. So yeah. So she's just scared shitless, and Naruto's chains. He screams. He like goes and roars with all the might that sends a shivers down everybody's spine. Kakashi, everybody. That sends a bloodlust that even Kakashi and Zabuza feel that scares them. When he roars, all of his all of each and every single one of his chains break through the mirrors. Haku jumps out before they smash. Haku's sitting there, ready to go fight, as Naruto runs forward and punches him in the face, not hesitating this time, as he does it again and again and again. Haku, this time, died. When, no, when then, when Kakashi ran up to go to stab Zabuza in the heart with the lightning blade, he go stab Zabuza in the heart with the lightning blade. The poison kicked in, and Zabuza couldn't do anything to move, even if he wanted to. He shidoried him through the chest. He died. They grabbed the executioner blade. But then all they hear is a roar as the mist starts to like go down from Zabuza dying, which means his chakra is fleeing from this world. As they see Naruto as saw as Kakashi's. Damn it! Guess Naruto said, "Good fuck, I can't even speak." Good thing he gave me this seal. As Kakashi pulls out a seal, as Sakura looks at Kakashi and says, "What is that seal gonna do, Kakashi?" As he says, "That seal, the seal. Well, the seal is going to suppress the Nine Tails chakra. Like it's going to completely knock him out, but it will knock him out for a while. But the thing is, we gotta get close enough to put it on him. But all of a sudden, you hear Gato tapping his cane. Oh, dang it. Oh, this could have ended so easily. But his words are cut off as soon as, but he's killed and all of his men are, as their bodies drop into the water as Naruto killed them all. Shut up! You've terrorized these people for too long! As Kakashi goes and has his dogs try to grab Naruto's legs, but they're not able to. Because Naruto kicks him off, and Naruto bites one of the dogs and seriously injures him. Naruto uses one of the chains to hit one back. Naruto uses his chains to grab Sasuke. Sakura goes and says, "Sasuke, don't do anything to him. What did he do to you? He didn't do anything. He was a great teammate." As Naruto looks at him and as he closes his eyes and then opens them to as you can see, as then you see this in his eyes. When he opens his eyes to look into Sasuke, as he looks at Sasuke, you see this eye. As long you also see this, the along the side of his eyes start to elongate, and you start to see a sort of green thing, like a sort of green beam on the side of his head. Sakura is going, "Stop it, Naruto! What are you doing?" As all of a sudden, you hear from Sasuke. You hear him cough, and he wakes up. And all of a sudden, Naruto falls down, face first on the floor. And all of a sudden, this eye goes to this. Sasuke has no clue what happened. He looks at the eye and gets a flashback of what happened and tells them what happened. Sakura's like, "Oh, shit. Okay, well, that's a little self-explanatory." Kakashi's like, "Okay, that's more explanatory. But yeah, I'm still gonna need to put the seal on him." And he does put the seal on Naruto, so that way if he wakes up and he's still pissy, he does have the seal, so he won't go berserk. So yeah, when he wakes up, Naruto's like, "Whoa, what happened?" You know, and when he wakes up, his one of his eyes are kind of darker than the other. You know, and no one's really paying attention to the other eye because yeah, they're not even gonna bother dealing with that one. That one's just fudge and weird. Hold on, I'll show you what his eyes look like right now. So when we go, when Naruto wakes up, he opens his eyes, and one's tinted black, and like I said, and when he opens the other eye, the other's tinted purple a bit, but he's not even gonna question it, but and oh shit, I think I said the other people. Oh, sorry, guys, for misunderstanding. Hold on, I'll show you what his eyes look like, but I'm not gonna explain to you for a bit what it means. So this is what one of his eyes look like. I'll say this is what his one of his eyes look like right now. So yeah, his eyes look like one eye looks like this, and one eye looks like this. Okay, so yeah, So yeah, but yeah, everybody's confused on why his eyes look like now that people are looking at him because he left like the from the little room. People are confused like why the hell does it look like he have dojutsus? You know, people are confused. And so like they're confused. So what's going on? Like what's going on? So like Kakashi's like, hey Naruto, come here. Hold on, I'm getting messages. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Someone just messaged me on Discord. So, yeah, now, sorry, not Discord, just TikTok. So yeah, how it is. So Kakashi asks Naruto, "Hey, come out here. I got a question for you." So, Naruto's like, "Okay, what do you need?" He's like, "What did you do? Like, what did you do to Sasuke?" And he's like, "I don't know." Like, because he's confused. And all of a sudden he hears a voice in his head says, laughing, and he's like, "What do you want, Kurama?" Naruto's saying, "What do you want, Kurama?" Because obviously he knows who's been doing it. He doesn't know who's been like giving him hatred. He just knows like he's been feeling a lot of hatred lately. So he's like, "What do you want, Kurama?" And he's like, "Oh, nothing. I just gave you some new powers of mine." So Naruto's like, "Oh, really?" He's like, and Kurama's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I give you the power to be able to heal people. 'Cause once when I saw you were how devastated you were that your friend got injured, I felt bad for you. So I gave you two powers. You know, wait, two? Yeah. One of them is the power that you saw, like the healing one, and the other one is, since I've had so many hosts that were Uzumaki, I've kind of like become like I've like game become so accustomed to him, that I've kind of gained like powers of like come close to him. So yeah, I've like gained techniques near it. So yeah, I gave you a power like that's like those monkeys. Okay, well since you already have the chains, the other one I gave you, what like the purple eye, not the black one. What the black eye does? It heals people. The purple eye, how the chakra chains allows you to heal people. Sorry, not chakra chains. Chakra chains allows you to do stuff like wrap around people. Like chakra chains allows you to steal people's chakra. Allows you to do this, steal people. Do that stuff, right? Yeah, that yeah. Well, I gave you it's nothing too much, but I gave you the ability to make um chains out of a couple other things. So, I'll tell you what they are later, but they will. But yeah, hold on, nah. Shouldn't I tell you now? As Naruto looks at him like with a begging face, as Kurama's like, there we go, finally got him into place. As he's like, fine, I'll tell you. As he's like, all right, so you're able to make chains. You'll be able to make chains out of fire chakra, okay? But this fire chakra is different, okay? You see, this fire chakra, you can choose whether it burns people or not. So, if you want it to burn, uh, or not, so like you could say for interrogation. So like you can grab them with the chains, okay, and say, if you don't listen to me, blah 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 blah, I will burn you, and say, but it's not burning, and then you can use it like to show your point, okay? And Naruto's like, oh, that's so cool. And then he's like, yeah, and the cool thing about this is that you can improve your heat. And Naruto's like, that's really cool. And he's like, there's a couple more, but you're not strong enough to use them yet. There's two more, but you're not strong enough to use them yet. So, yeah. But, wait, no. No, you are able to use one of them yet. Naruto's confused about this, and he says, you're able to make you're able to make freaking sorry, Naruto, my brain doesn't want to work. He's Naruto scratches his head and says, "Oh, don't worry, mine doesn't want to work either sometimes." As Kurama says, "Yeah, I know that. I listen to every thought you have." As Naruto says, "What was that?" Nothing, nothing. It was nothing. He says you're able to make you're gonna the ability that you can access right now. The other ability you're able to access now is the sand one. Naruto's confused about this, like sand. You see, you know how like your chains aren't really like kind of chains, right? And Naruto's like, yeah, they're not like made out of iron and stuff. And yeah, yeah. So like with this, you'll be able to manipulate like iron sand, more or less. Not you. You won't be able to manipulate it like iron sand completely, like to be able to do a bunch of other jutsus. You'll be able to like say use like your chains with another jutsus. So say if it involves your chains, yes, but not you won't be able to use iron sand. So you won't be able to have iron sand manipulation, but your chains will be made out of iron sand. If you get that, do you get that? And Naruto says, "I think so." Well, and Naruto's Kurama's like, "Well, if you don't get it, that's your fault. I mean, like, it's totally not. I don't even have any repercussions if you die. Like, I'll. It's not like I die. I come back to life. So yeah. So yeah. You might even never see the last one. But if you do, I'll tell you about that one. Also, if I were you for the last one, I would up your instead of having 85 for your speed thing, your weights, I would up them to 100. And as Naruto looks at Kurama like he's insane, as he looks at Kurama like he's insane, he's like, "I can't do that. That that's impossible. That would hurt my body like completely." As Kurama's like, "Just do it." As Naruto's like, "Fine." As he explains this all to as he explains this all to everything that just happened to what's it called? Uh freaking sorry, hold on. Brain's not working. Kakashi. So after that happens, Naruto goes to the um village hidden in the water, like the mist, for a bit. He goes to talk to he goes back to the village hidden in the uh he goes to the village hidden in the mist because it's closer. It's very close, and he puts a flying Raijin seal right at the beginning, and then he flying Raijins back toward at the village hidden in the mist. So he gets there. Not the village hidden in the mist. The village hidden in the village hidden in the leaves. When he teleports to Hiruzen's office with it, he falls on his face, and Hiruzen's like, "What? How do you know that technique?" And Naruto scratches his head like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Lord Hiruzen, but I forgot to tell you. When I stole that scrollless ceiling." And Hiruzen shakes his head like, "Yes, I kind of also learned that one." And he's like, "Is there any other techniques you learned?" And he's like,